Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Tate Township Public Library take-home activity kit. Today we are making super cute rustic book page wreaths. What you're going to get in your kit today is one wire wreath form, 4 paperback books that have been discarded or donated to the library, a bit of Christmas ribbon, some foliage and poinsettias. I have some fall leaves, but yours might have some pine cones and some different things to decorate your leaves, as well as 2 clear stickers. Now, what you're going to need at home is some cardboard. I've got a recycled cereal box here, a hot glue gun with some extra hot glue, a pair of scissors, and a pen. So what we've done so far is we've snipped this wire for you, and you can tell that one has a little bit of a sharp point and the other side is a little bit more flat. So the first thing you're going to do is rip the cover, so rip the pretty lady off the book and rip any laminated pages. This one's got like a colored photo on the front. And then what you're going to do next, for all 4 books, it's a little bit tedious, but it's going to look awesome, don't worry. You're going to rip the pages off the book individually, and you can go and rip a whole bunch all in a row, and then you're going to fold the pages in half, just like that. Now, when I did my tester one, I ripped a whole bunch and folded them in half and made a big stack. So I'll do a couple here and show you. Just like that, and it's okay if you get a rough edge, that just makes it a little bit more rustic. Okay, so I've got 4 pages there. I'm just going to set my book aside, and through the center of each of your folded pages, you're going to poke a hole through and just slide it onto the wire. And you're going to do that for all 4 books. It's about 1,500 pages. So it's a good thing to do while you're watching one of your favorite Christmas movies, or, the Hallmark Channel, or, maybe you're watching a scary movie. But it's a good thing to do when you're doing that or listening to some Christmas music. So go ahead and poke all 4 books on there. Now I've gone ahead and done that over here. I'm going to hold it up. This is what 4 books on your wire looks like. It's pretty heavy and it's pretty full. It doesn't quite fill it though. So what we're going to do next, I'm just going to check my instructions here, is when you've got it all together like this and you've got all your pages on there, we're going to put a little bit of hot glue and join the 2 edges and then tape it. And I'm going to turn the camera around next so I can show you exactly how I did that so that it stays. You can also use some duct tape at home if you've got duct tape. It's a little bit stronger, but I found these clear stickers pretty sticky, but they just need a little bit of hot glue to make sure that it stays, because you don't want it falling apart and all your folding work falling off. So I'm going to turn the camera around. This is a good point to pause it, do all your folding, and come back. Okay, so what we're going to do is put some hot glue right where the 2 pieces join. Put a good gob there, and then make sure it's nice and coated. Sometimes you can move it around, and then while it's still a little warm, take one of your stickers. I'm going to go this way and put it so that it's off center a little bit but overlapping, and then wrap it around nice and tight. And then take your second one and overlap it the other way. So you can see I've got it over the joint and then on the other side of my wire on this side. And make sure you wrap it nice and tight. And like I said, if you've got duct tape at home and you want to use duct tape instead, by all means, but we know not everyone has that roll of duct tape sitting around. And give it a good squeeze, and then it should hold pretty good. So I'm just going to put the hot glue off to the side for a minute, the garbage off to the side. And what we're going to do next, is to arrange our wreath and flatten it out. So make sure you don't pull on your wreath wire because you don't want it to fall out, but just move all your pages so that it's evenly spaced out, and then we're gonna flatten it a bit to fill in the hole. Rather than giving you like 16 books to fold, this I thought looked really nice. So space out your pages. And then we can go the other way. You can see it's already kind of wanted to flatten out. And you can also, if you've got them all one way, you want the edges of the pages to be all random at different angles so that you see all the edges of the pages. So once you've got it fairly evened out, where did that top of my wreath go? There it is. Make sure that's at the top. And then choose one direction and kind of just adjust it so that it flattens out and it looks nice and full. So I've got a lot of pages still at the bottom, so I'm just gonna kind of shimmy them down a bit. And there you go. There it looks nice and full. Got a little bit of a gap here. It takes a little bit of playing, but they move pretty easily. Give them a little wiggle. There we go. That looks really full. So the next thing you're going to do is take your cardboard and put your wreath on top. And just make sure that you've got it centered on there, because this is a little bit more narrow than my wreath, but we just want, what we're going to do is just draw a circle on the inside and the outside, and then cut inside our lines to have a cardboard ring that we can glue on the one side to keep it flat. And we want it to be smaller than the wreath, so when it's hanging on the door, we don't see the cardboard. So what I'm gonna do is just draw a quick circle here, and here, and then carefully move your wreath out of the way to the side over here, and then cut out, but again, we want it to be smaller than our circles we've done, so you can go inside your lines. So I think this is still a little bit too big. Let's see. So I'm gonna trim it a little bit more. Put all your garbage to the side, and then let's see. That's better. That way we won't see any of it when it's hanging up. So the next step is to attach your ribbon. Now this is how we're going to hang our wreath. So we're going to take one of the strong sides and glue the ribbon, and then you can tie this in a knot to hang it, or hang it over the edge of a door. I've used staples before in the top of a door. Do it that way. I think what I'm gonna do though, so that we don't see the ends, because this can hang on a hanger, is I'm just gonna tie this in a knot, but inside our cardboard. So you can do a knot here so that it holds it. That. And then I'm gonna put some glue to attach the ribbon. Don't burn yourself through the ribbon to the cardboard. Tuck that up underneath so we don't see it probably. And on this side too, just to give it some extra strength. I'm gonna tuck this up in here. And I'm gonna have to glue my knot so that it doesn't show up through my wreath. Make it nice and flat. All right, and then the next step is to glue our cardboard circle onto the back of our folded wreath. So I'm gonna try and get them both in the picture. So you have to act rather quickly so that it doesn't cool off on you. But we're just gonna do a good squiggle. And I'm putting the colored side down on my wreath so that if you have it on a door that has a window, you don't see Fruit Loops everywhere. I know, I need another one. I went too fast, the glue gun cooled down. All right, so then flip that over and stick it to your paper. Again, you want to make sure that you have it so that I might need more glue. So you don't see the cardboard from the front. Yeah, my glue hardened off on me. So if that happens to you, that's okay. You just might have to add some glue as you go around. That's better. Oh, it's stuck in some places, of course. And just work all the way around. Definitely want some extras where it hangs. And you can use a stronger cardboard. You don't have to use a cereal box, but it does help to keep all the pages where you want them, or else they'll kind of all fall back flat. All right, once you've got it glued all the way around, I think I'll add a little bit more to this flap over here. Definitely an upcycled wreath. All right, so once you've got it all secured, you can flip over your wreath. And when you hold it up, the pages stay where you want them. Awesome. The last part is just to add any decorations you'd want. Now, if you've got one of those wreath over the door wreath hangers, you could always use the ribbon to make a bow instead. But I wanted to use it this way. And then take all my leaves and flowers, then you I like to arrange them a little bit off to the right. We got some fall leaves here. Kind of putting all three kind of like that overlapped, and then I've got 2 poinsettias. They're a little bit different colors. I was going to overlap them like this. You can even move them down a little bit more. So once you've got your plan where you'd like your leaves, then you can go ahead and got some dry, cooled off glue there. And then you can overlap them the way that you'd like. Put some glue on the back. That one there. Those ones don't quite sit as flat, so sometimes you have to tuck them under the book pages a little bit. And then I've got one more poinsettia. I think I will stick under the edge here. Kind of buttoned up next to each other. See how that looks. Awesome. So there is your rustic page wreath. And if you've got more decorations at home you want to add to it, you could add maybe some Christmas ornaments, pine cones. That's really versatile. The other nice thing about this is that it's rustic, so you can always take these decorations off and put something for a different season, which is kind of neat. So you could change it to some faux sunflowers or things like that for the summertime if you'd like to keep the wreath up year-round in your home. All right, thank you so much for joining me for another Tay Township Public Library activity, take-home craft. I hope you enjoyed this one, and remember, you can always share your photos with us. You can email them to library@tay.ca or post them on Facebook or Instagram at Tay Township PL. Thank you so much and happy holidays.